Hey partners, today we're going to mod Forky. Let's get into it.
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
Hey partners, most of my views come from non-subscribers, so please consider subscribing today. Hit that alert so you'll be notified for future videos. It helps me as I'm on my way to 100,000 subs this year. Really appreciate it. So here we are back again with another mod, and I always want to put googly eyes in the Disney Store Forky, so while I was trying to figure this out, I did cut myself. Don't worry, I got a Woody Band-Aid, so I am safe. But these are dangerous. Sometimes you got to be careful when doing these mods. So what I did was, how this happened, was I pushed on those plastic pieces really hard, and then it popped back that I broke it, and my thumb caught the inside of the eye socket. Nonetheless, though, I am okay, so it's fine. Got to do it for the mods, right? So we got that punched out, and then I noticed in the back, I'm like, oh, here's where I can put it back in if I need to. But you know, it's really hard to do. Is just without breaking it. I just pushed really hard on it. But I was just confused. Why did Disney Store never give them real googly eyes? That's kind of weird. I feel like it's something that they could have done very easily, but they didn't. But luckily for us, we still have all the parts to make this happen. We just need to do a little modding and basically just push it really hard. It'll pop right out. Just be careful and don't cut yourself like I did. Anyways, make sure you're over 18 or have a legal guardian or adult to help you do this. I do not recommend anybody younger than that do this mod at home. So when you punch the eyes out, there's the plastic pieces. Now they're supposed to be together, but because I pressed so hard on them, they did break. That doesn't bother me though, because I can always use super glue in the back of it to enclose it, and it won't be a problem. The important parts didn't break, so that is the good news. I can just put that in. Anyways, when you punch this out, you see the little springboard. So the little pupils are held in with the springs, which is very interesting. And it barely moves on these springs. That's why I never was happy with that feature. So we're just going to kind of yank this off very carefully. And here we go. We are going to gently pull the first pupil off of the spring. Just hold on to it and just pull it off. It should, in theory, be easier than popping the eyes out, which was very hard for me to do. But no, this was easy. Just pull it off. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. Just pull it right off. The springs are pretty easy and they're pretty thin. You're left with this piece, which is fine. And then on the back here, I'm going to pull off the rest of the spring. Also, just pull gently and be careful. And that came off pretty easy as well. So you're going to have to pull it off on 2 points. Once on the contact of the plate, the white plate, and then behind the actual pupil itself. So you are left with this. I think it's fine. It'll definitely rattle inside his head, so that's what we want. And then here's the other small one, same process. Nothing different about it. Just pull the spring very gently like this, and then you're left with 2 springs, which I don't need, so I'll probably be throwing these away. And then here on the back, I'm going to put a little bit of super glue and make sure everything's lined up, because I did break it, but we can always fix things, especially with a little super glue, so it's not a problem. So you're going to get the other little piece as well, put it on the other side, and this is where super glue really counts, because you don't want to put too much either, because if you put too much, then it's going to get messy and it's going to look weird, so don't do that if that's what happens to you. So yeah, you're just going to pop that back in place. If you didn't break it like me, it's going to be a little easier. And then we're going to take our little pupils and make sure they're face down so the black side faces out. So he has that black eye, googly eye look. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure the black side is down. And there you go. That's very simple. And then I'm going to take this plate and press it in the back very gently. Make sure it kind of snaps into place. And the super glue will help hold it down, because if you just shake this without the super glue, it might pop off again, and it's not going to work. So here he is. Forky finally has real googly eyes, something the Disney Store should have done a long time ago. I think it's funny too, because now his people can kind of fall forward like it happened a lot in the movie. But yeah, it just looks really nice that it functions like the movie now. Such a simple, yet it was a lot harder than I thought to do this mod. But if you do it very carefully and slowly, hopefully it'll go as smooth as mine did, but I did cut myself, so be careful. Anyways, yeah, the pupils look great. You can shake them around, and it's a really fun thing to do. It's just really fun to do that. And then another thing I noticed, I forgot to tell you guys here, when you walk Forky like this back and forth, he has this cool little wobbly feature, which is really nice, and he talks as well, and that's a really cool feature. But my favorite part is the googly eyes, so we had to do this mod because it just looks 10 times better. And I feel like this Forky is more movie scale, although I do like my new creativity set Forky. This one's still a fun one to have in the collection. So are you guys going to be doing this mod at home? Let me know in the comment section below if you're going to do this googly eye mod at home. As always, partners, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you partners on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear, you're an action figure!
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man. That might be.
You are a child's plaything!
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.